This was a game changer in my understanding of how the algo delivers price. Because once I understood this, I was able to filter out so many bad trades on my demo.
Little bit steady if you ready, I got more packs. Tough fuck you, shit hoe, I can't kiss that. Needing for your love, that shit got some Kit Kats. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's at your front door. Little bit steady.
Hey guys, it's me, Zeus, and today's video I'm going to tell you guys the key to understanding market structure shifts. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret that I found out by testing a lot of data in hindsight, and I saw a simple pattern repeat over and over again. But before we get into today's video, I'm just putting a disclaimer out there that none of the information in this video should be considered as financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I trying to get you to invest in something. So let's take a bearish example first. If we have a bearish bias, so if we have a original consolidation or equal lows down here, let's make this box green. We want to see price trade into a point of interest, a POI. So this could come in the case of a fair value gap, an order block, or whatever. Once price is trading into that POI, we want to see fair value gaps that are bullish get rebalanced. The lows that rebalance a bullish fair value gap are called intermediate term lows. Once price breaks these lows, that's a signal that the algorithm is going to deliver bearish price action. Don't take my word for it, but go into the charts and see how many times this pattern repeats. And especially look at the fact of how many times a fair value gap causes this market structure shift. If we take a look at a bullish example, it's exactly the same. We want to see price trade into a key POI. This is usually when a smart money reversal takes place, but I'm not going to touch on that in this video. I'm purely going to keep you guys focused on the market structure shift aspect. As you can see, I put a little light bulb above the intermediate term high, so the high that rebalanced a fair value gap here, which means that this light bulb actually is a little symbol that I like to use to signal a market structure shift. When we get into the chart examples, I'm going to use the same symbol, so keep that in mind. A light bulb is a market structure shift. If we take a look at the 2nd of August, I took a trade on US 500 with, of course, a demo account. And I'm going to show you guys what the reasoning behind this trade was. I'm not going to go over the narrative, etc. But I'm just going to go over the simple idea that I'm trying to explain to you guys, which led me to take this trade. Because if you take a look at 9 AM here, what do you see? I'm going to zoom in a bit for you guys. Do you see this low? What's that low? It's an intermediate term low. What does the market do? It breaks it. So this is a market structure shift. We had equal lows down here. Buy side has been purged. If we go into the lower time frames, where was the entry? Well, the entry was here. This wasn't the most clean price action, but still it was a valid setup. Why? Well, we had this market structure shift. We had an intermediate term low that got broken. So that signals to me, okay, the algo or the market makers or smart money is wanting to deliver price bearishly. Let's take a look at a few more examples. Let's take a look at the bullish example. This was on the 29th of July. And we had a market structure shift that was really obvious in here. It was on the 4-minute chart. This might have not been the chart you were looking at, but still this was a fair value gap that got rebalanced. So this high that rebalanced that fair value gap became an intermediate term high. I'm going to label it for you just so that you can see it here. That high got broken here by a fair value gap, so that's probably random. And after that the market returns back to that fair value gap right before lunch and hits the next buy side liquidity, I believe. Yep, there it goes. And here's the fair value gap. It's probably random. Here's a bullish breaker. It respects that perfectly. And it's all just random. On the Nasdaq, this price action was a bit more cleaner. The fair value gap was more obvious on the 5-minute chart here. And it got broken by a fair value gap again. So this was your market structure shift. And here were equal highs. So what's the rest? Above that, buy side liquidity. Price returns back into the bullish breaker and then shoots up. And if you want to see the executions, here, it's probably Photoshop. So let's get into a few more examples. If you take a look at this chart example over here, you can see a fair value gap get rebalanced by a intermediate term high. Then a fair value gap causes a market structure shift. Look at the little light bulb. What does the market do? It returns to this fair value gap and then it shoots up higher. Here we have another beautiful example. We have an original consolidation. Look at the equal lows down there. Then we saw price trade back into an old PD array, a fair value gap. After that, price rebalanced a bullish fair value gap, a intermediate term low got created. Then price broke that old intermediate term low with a fair value gap. Look at the black box. And then price rebalanced that fair value gap before dropping down heavily. So that sums up this video. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope I was able to teach you something at which you would have never looked at otherwise or weren't aware of yet, because this was a game changer in my understanding of how the algo delivers price. Because once I understood this, I was able to filter out so many bad trades on my demo account. This simple pattern of a intermediate term high or intermediate term low getting broken by a fair value gap is insanely powerful. Don't take my word for it, but trust me, once you see it, you can't unsee it, like ICT always says. And by the way, full credit of for all the theory and all the content in this video goes to ICT. I'm really grateful for having him as a mentor, because in my opinion he's the best mentor I could have ever wished for. If you guys like this video, leave a like, I would highly appreciate it. If you have any feedback, be sure to leave it down in the comment section. And I wish you all a great day and good luck in your trading on your demo accounts. Peace out!